Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
You're watching the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic, broadcast exclusively through EastIdahoSports.com. Join our public Facebook group, East Idaho News-Sports, for game ball recipients, photo of the week voting, and other interactive sports coverage. And don't forget to follow along at EastIdahoSports.com. EastIdahoSports.com, where golden goals happen.
In the American West, some properties are more than just land. They are legacies. Austin Callison and Andy Neild, licensed across Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, specialize in marketing iconic Western properties, and their expertise is evident in the sale of the historic CK Ranch, spanning over 6,500 acres just south of Jackson, Wyoming. Trust the team that knows the land. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
You're watching the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic, broadcast exclusively through EastIdahoSports.com. EastIdahoSports.com is your home for Eastern Idaho youth, high school, college, semi-pro, and professional sports coverage. For the latest news, results, and in-depth sports coverage, go to EastIdahoSports.com. EastIdahoSports.com, where Idaho State University sports happen.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Good evening and welcome to the boys championship game of the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic live on SVI Media and EastIdahoSports.com from the Mountain America Center in Star Valley. It's the Mountain America Center in Idaho Falls. It's the Star Valley Braves and the Boise Brave set to go head-to-head in the championship game of this inaugural tournament. Now we've had a chance to see these two teams through the first two games of play with some really tight games. Star Valley an overtime win yesterday. The Boise Brave holding off a really good Valley View team yesterday, and this should be a great matchup here this evening to wrap up the tournament.
This is a really good Boise team. They have a lot of ability. They have a lot of talent, and a guy that I'm not lying. If in 2 years he is not signed at a Division I somewhere, Harrison Bell, watch number 10 tonight. He is a sophomore. He's 6'9". I don't know what he weighs. He's got to be at least 220. He is a big, strong kid, and he knows how to play some ball. He is a good-looking player, and he had the dunk of the weekend last night in the semifinals against Valley View. This is a big-time challenge for Star Valley, and not to belabor the point, talked about all the opportunities this tournament provides, Duke, but that's why you come to a tournament like this, to be tested and to see some stuff you don't see all the time. The Braves are going to see a heck of a good team for Boise today.
Well, when I talked with Matt Shumway earlier today, we talked about the overtime win for Star Valley yesterday against Sandpoint. Really good team from Sandpoint that really tested the Braves down the stretch. And when you come to a tournament like this, you're thinking, okay, who are we going to see in late February and early March in postseason play? And for Star Valley, you're thinking maybe someone over on the eastern side of the state, specifically this year, a team like potentially Sheridan High School. And he thought Sandpoint may be the closest team they may ever see that resembles a Sheridan High School type team, someone big and physical. So regardless of what happens tonight, Coach Shumway was thrilled that they got a test like that yesterday early on in December.
Well, I mentioned this in last night's broadcast. I think both of the teams are going to reference that game last night, both Sandpoint and Star Valley, for for the next several weeks, what went well, what didn't go well, what things you can work on, what things you can continue to do. I think that's going to be kind of a litmus test moving forward for the next several weeks for both those programs.
We do have Amelia Kazare standing courtside. She had the chance to catch up with the Boise Brave head coach Manny Varela and also Coach Matt Shumway of the Star Valley Braves. Millie, what'd you learn?
Thanks, guys. Yeah, Coach Varela said the team is excited to be in the championship and has benefited from the competitive 3-day tournament. He added that strong defense and finding quality shots in transition will be the main priorities in the game. Coach Shumway told me he's excited for playing in the championship against Boise. He said the team's goal is always to be competing on Saturdays in tournaments. He said the tournament has shown that this group is tough, plays hard, and wants to win against Boise, who's a really strong opponent. He told me he really needs the boys to have a fast start and lots of effort. Back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare, courtside with the coach's report. By the way, the Boise Brave coming from Boise, Idaho, 6A school, 2,059. The enrollment at Boise High School. Star Valley, one of the bigger schools in Wyoming, but just 919 enrollment for Star Valley playing in the 4A West classification in Wyoming. So almost or more than double the size difference. So Star Valley will have their hands full against the Boise Brave, who were the Braves up until 3 years ago, and then went through some mascot changes and dropped the S to become the Boise Brave here for this game.
Yeah, at 2,058, is that what you said? I think that would put them as the largest school in Wyoming, which is Kelly Walsh, which right now is just over 2,000.
We are just a few moments away from tip-off and the nightcap and the final game of the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic. Let's go down to the court, and we'll let the PA walk us through the starting five for both Boise and Star Valley High.
They see number 0, here. A senior, number 1, William Evans. A senior, number 2, Luke Salta. A junior, number 3, Isaac Thacker. And rounding out the roster on the floor for the Brave, sophomore, number 10, Harrison Love. The Brave are coached by Manny Varela. And now, the starting lineup for the Star Valley Braves. A senior, number 0, Will Linford. A senior, number 1, Cooper Lancaster. A senior, number 2, Lincoln Lydiard. A senior, number 3, Dylan Shelley. And rounding out the floor for the Braves, the senior, number 15, Zach Thompson. The Braves are coached by Matt Shelley. Our referee crew tonight is led by Eric Boyce and joined by Brett Root and Ronnie Summers. Thank you to all our referees who participated in the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic. Let's play some basketball.
Starting five announcements here at the Mountain America Center in Idaho Falls. Braves in white, Brave in gray. Star Valley and Boise for the tournament championship of the inaugural TitleOne Tip-Off Classic.
If you want kind of an idea of what we were saying, there's Harrison Bell at 6'9". That's Will Linford. Will Linford is pushing 6'5". Will's a big kid. Harrison Bell towering over Will Linford at this center circle.
Bell, a sophomore, and does win the opening tip at 6'9". He's not just tall. He is fundamentally sound. He knows how to play basketball, and he's going to be a handful down low for the Braves tonight. It is going to be Boise basketball to open things up. They test the middle on a penetration drive and kick it back out to the perimeter. Working around the outside, shot clock down to 15. Down to Bell, kick out, corner three right side. Good. Early on, Isaac Thacker, the triple right corner. It's 3-0 Boise.
Well, and then there's the flip side of what Bell does. You collapse down on him, it opens somebody up. He finds Bell for the open triple.
Now the Braves with their opening possession. Shumway deep on the left side wing. Tries to go inside to Linford. Ball tip, but collected by Shumway. He wants to drive, pulls up the jumper mid-range, and drops it in. 3-2, Boise over Star Valley.
Nice job of Dylan to keep with that. deflected ball and saw they had an open jumper.
Brave on the other end. Behind the back pass to Bell. He collects it. I don't know if he was even ready for it. Under the rim. Shot fake. Pivots. Got tied up. The ball ripped away by Zach Thompson. Thompson across the half court for Star Valley. Feeds it to the right side to Lydiard. Good ball movement down low. Kick outside to Thompson again. He'll reset the offense with 23 on the shot clock. Lydiard, 3, right wing. Halfway down and out. No good. Rebounded by Boise. Brave pushed the ball, 3 left side. That one's halfway down, but no good. Rebounded by Bell. Dribble on the baseline. He loses it out of bounds. Knocked out, they say, by Star Valley, and it stays with Boise on the baseline.
You know, seeing that last possession with Zach Thompson, it reminds me of an old championship run by the Braves a few years ago. I'll come back to this.
Here's the inbound play. Lob up top to Rich. Left side 3, no good. Missed by Thacker. Rebounded by Lancaster, who's done more than hit 30 points per game each in the first 2 of the year. Lancaster, nice pass down low, but a block at the rim as Linford tried to go up, and that's the first meeting with Linford and Bell. Bell wins it that time, and then a toss over the top. Loose but tracked down by Gebert. Spin 3 corner, no good. Rebounded by Shumway. Still 3-2. Braves trailing with the basketball. Good move by Shumway. Gets to the rim. There's contact before the shot. This will be on the foul out on the perimeter. Foul of the game.
Foul be whistled on Isaac Thacker. First personal, first team foul. That'll go against Boise. And Zach Thompson set to check this in.
Looking, running out of time. Ball tipped on the inbound play and stolen by Boise. On the run, look out for Rich. He's going to scoop it up and in. Did a great job shielding the ball from the defense and scores. Lancaster, dribble drive, stops, spin, jumper in the paint is good. 5 for Boise.
Cooper is so good around the basket, the mid-range, the distance, and he has been hot here to start this tournament, as you mentioned.
5 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the opening period. Here's a lob to Bell, but it's too high for him. Now numbers for the Braves, 5-on-4 as Bell recovers. Here's left side, Lydiard looks down low, and Bell back on defense. We're 5-on-5. Braves not able to take advantage as Shumway fires to 3, off the rim, no good. Boise on the rebound. Cross the half-court line, feed right side. Thacker tries to drive in, lost the ball, taken away by Lancaster. Wants to run. Cooper working against Bell down low. Euros around him and lays it in. Beautiful move by Lancaster, sidestepping the 6'9" and into the rim.
That was really nice for Cooper. He's hit his first 2 baskets. He's got 4 points.
4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the opening period in a 1-point game. Star Valley on top over Boise in the championship, and a contact foul on the perimeter given to Zach Thompson. Here's the replay.
First personal on Zach. First team foul on Star Valley. 4:37 to go in the quarter.
Inbound to Bell. Linford is there. Got him up in the air. Shot no good. Tip, volleyed, loose on the court. Bodies go get it. Boise comes out with it on the perimeter. Double team. Now tipped away. Lydiard has it, but steps out of bounds. So it stays with Boise back in the backcourt. Sideline inbound coming.
Coming back to this last possession with Bell, that's going to be the challenge for the Braves. And Bell is going to do what he's able to do. You just got to try and make it a little more difficult. You can't let him have easy shots. And the Braves did their job there. It ends up being a miss. We'll see how often that happens tonight.
Both teams playing neck and neck. Here's a dump down to Bell. Linford is right there, and he dribbles out of bounds and turns it over. It was actually Will Gebert, who got the nice dump down and can't hold the basketball.
Wasn't quite able to catch that cleanly and ends up getting that kind of stabilization bounce, and it was on the line.
Braves with a 1-point lead nearing midway point in the first period. 6 for Star Valley, 5 for Boise. Bounce down low. Beautiful pass from Shumway, skipping it down to Lydiard for 2.
Man, Dylan has had some nice assists so far in this game, or so far in this tournament.
3-point advantage for Star Valley. Boise spin, shoot, rolls over the rim, and 2 for Luke Soltau.
And the Boise guards are like, hey, don't forget about us. We're pretty dang good too.
That they are. They're the seniors in the group as Cooper pulls up jumper mid-range, no good. 1-point lead for Star Valley, but Boise on the possession and attacking the rim. The other side, reverse layup is in. Soltau again, back-to-back. Penetration down the middle of the lane, lead back to the Brave.
4 points for him. And the rebounding numbers out of the gate in favor of Boise, 6-2.
Shumway deep on the right side wing. Star Valley now down by 1, 9-8, 3:16 to go in the opening period. Shumway pulls it up below the free throw line, and he drops it in. Shumway's off to a nice start on the season as well. He gets 2 there.
I mean, confidence has never really been an issue for Dylan, but he looks extra confident starting this season here, early part of game 3.
Another lead change, this time to favor Star Valley, 10-9, a 1-point difference with 2:55 to go in the opening period. 20 on the shot clock as Soltau drives. Another shot, and again, Soltau. 3 times in a row, Soltau has gotten to the rim.
And he is getting deep into the paint when he's putting these shots up. These are layups in essence.
Back to a 1-point Boise lead as a double screen set for Lancaster in the lane. Hang time, good. Back to Star Valley with the 1-point lead as we continue to exchange buckets.
Cooper had 38 last night.
Soltau for 3 this time, no good. Bell rebounds, goes up. No, and it's blocked and stripped away. Couldn't tell if it was Linford or Lydiard who got it, but the shot's no good. It was knocked out of his hands. 2:14 to go as Shumway, top of the key. Shake and bake to the left side elbow and clears it back to Lancaster to reset. Now Lancaster drives, spins in the lane, fade away for him, and rattles it in. Cooper gets 2 more, and it's 14-11.
Man, and the common thread of Cooper's games so far in this tournament, fast starts. He's got 8.
Here's a high pass that's saved by Boise. They work around the outside. Bell at the line. Ball tipped away from behind, loose, picked up by Lancaster, numbers for the Braves. It's a 3-on-1. Thompson steps and goes to Lancaster, lost it, and that'll be a travel or a double dribble. And Braves in transition. Cooper saying the ball was knocked out of his hands, but the official disagrees.
I think that's a good call by the official. Even better since he gets paid to do it and I don't. Well, not to do that.
So Star Valley has done a good job getting in the lane, but they've been pulling up the jumpers from 5-10 feet away, and so far they're hitting those shots and not really having to attack the size that Boise has underneath. Here's Boise around the perimeter. Skip past left wing. Drive, kick, Soltau in the corner, no shot. Right side key, nothing there. Kick back out into the left side corners. Back out again with the shot clock at 12. 3 on the way, bouncing no good. Rebounded by Kleeman, and he's fouled.
Mason has been solid. We've mentioned this before, that Kleeman basketball bloodline. He comes in. He's a big, thick kid, 6'6", 200+. He's been around basketball his whole life. He comes in. He can just give you these good, solid minutes off the bench.
3-point Star Valley lead as we hit near the 1-minute mark in the first period in the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic Championship game. Ball moving around the arc for Star Valley. Skip pass down low, but lost and out of bounds. Trying to feed it to Lydiard, and he can't quite hold it too low.
When you're playing guards like Boise, that pass has to be so precise. That one is a little off the mark, and it just makes that a play like that. It's either going to be a layup or it's going to fall apart. That one fell apart.
Soltau will take it across the half-court line. Slows the tempo down with a pass to Rich. 38 seconds to go in the first period. 16 on the shot clock. Rich has a screen. Bounces to the right side key. Ball loose, but a foul.
This will be a reach in on the Braves down low. It'll be Tate Lawson whistled for this one. First personal, second team foul on Star Valley. Each team with 2, just 31 seconds left, so bonus not going to be a factor here in this first quarter.
It is Boise inbounding. Lob up to the front court. Thacker.
Boy,
Soltau.
Lawson was getting right into the grill of his man. I'm surprised there wasn't another whistle.
Clock down to 20 seconds. No shot clock, and so Boise will try and set something up for the last shot of the period. Now they attack. 15, now spin shot, no. Missed by Thacker. Rebounded by Lydiard. Star Valley basketball, half court at 7 seconds. Lydiard with 5. Goes right side. Lawson, 3 at the buzzer. No, airballed it into the hands of Boise, and it sends us to the end of the first period, and a good one it was in the championship game. Right now, it's Star Valley Braves 14, Boise Brave 11 with the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic with SVI Media and EastIdahoSports.com.
At TitleOne, we're more than a title and escrow company. It starts with respect, and we pass it on.
Because humility makes us better teammates. We stay hungry on and off the field.
And healthy in mind and body. With integrity at every step.
And community in our heart.
Afton, Wyoming boasts some of the best winter snowmobiling conditions in the United States. With terrain for both the experienced and beginner rider, the backcountry surrounding Afton has something for everyone. Stay warm and comfortable in Afton's fantastic lodging options and choose from a variety of dining establishments. Heading to Togety or Jackson? Be sure to take at least one day to experience the snow in Afton, Wyoming. Learn more at visitaftonwy.com.
Boys championship game in the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic. Star Valley, the only non-Idaho school in this tournament, advancing to the championship against Boise. And right now it's Star Valley basketball to start off the second period, and a 3-point lead for Star Valley, up 14-11. Lawson holds the ball high on the right side, quickly up top to Kleeman. Has the dribble if he wants it. Now takes one dribble pass over to Lancaster, caught on the sideline and clears it up top back to Lawson. Boise, tough defense around the perimeter, really pressuring the ball as Lawson drives, dishes, three, corner, good.
Man, Zach Thompson is having such a good tournament as well. He drains that triple, and defensively, he just plays so dang hard.
Star Valley now with a 6-point lead, up to this point, the largest of the game, early on, still in the second period of play. Boise below the free throw line, fade away off the glass, but too strong, no good. Lawson on the rebound for Star Valley. He wants to push the ball down the floor, does Tate. Stops in the front court, double team ball loose into the backcourt. Boise will be there. Can they get to the rim? They do, but miss the shot. Lawson stays with it, and he's going to be fouled.
Wow, what
Great job.
That is an amazing job by Tate Lawson. You could have stood back here and went, oh, that's going to be a layup. He doesn't give up on the play. Look at this hustle from Tate. Boise ends up having to just miss this, and then back tap and draws a foul. That could have very easily just been a rebound, a putback, 2 points for Boise. Tate Lawson battled for it. That's what you want to see from your kids.
17-11. Star Valley has the ball back after the turnover in the front court. Still a 6-point Star Valley lead. Feed to Lancaster, one-on-one under the rim, kicks it out. Lawson for three, corner too strong. Lancaster has the rebound up high, and this is back to Lawson. Baseline jumper from behind the backboard's good. And Coach Varela has to call a timeout for Boise after an 8-point lead is put up here by Star Valley. 6:41 to go in the second quarter, and a full timeout back in 60 seconds with the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic.
You're watching the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic, broadcast exclusively through EastIdahoSports.com. Did you know that EastIdahoSports.com has a live scoreboard with all your local high school, college, semi-pro, and professional sports scores reported daily? Just go to the top of any EastIdahoSports.com page for the latest. And if you don't see the score you're looking for, click the All Scores button for an expanded view. EastIdahoSports.com, where back-to-back state championships happen.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Out of the Boise timeout, Coach Varela still has 4 timeouts remaining. That's his first call timeout, but Star Valley going on a little run there. They have an 8-point lead.
I think if you're Coach Shelley, you got to be really pleased with the fact that you came into this tournament, in this game, you're not intimidated. This is a big school. It's a really good team, and you're going toe-to-toe with them so far.
It is Boise basketball coming out of the break. 6.5 to go in the second. Ball moving up to Gebert. Defense is with him on the perimeter, works it up top. Spinning his Thacker, has to give it back out to Soltau for three, and he hits it. Soltau's off to a hot start in the game. Another triple for him.
He's got 9 points, and he is doing the heavy lifting for the Brave offense from Boise.
He's been able to hit him inside and outside. Lancaster, jumper on the elbow. Too strong, no good. Fight for the rebound. Kleeman almost gets it. Knocks the ball loose, but it is picked up by Soltau on the baseline. Back to a 5-point game, and Boise with the ball. 19-14. 5:55 to go in the second period. Soltal will slow down the tempo. Here's Thacker. Picks up his dribble top key. Now works right side corner. And around the arc go Boise. Soltal in the lane. Off the glass. Rolled halfway down. And then Bell's there for the rebound and the cleanup.
To me, the Braves have done a lot of good things, but right now they're letting Boise get too much penetration in the paint. That's a good example of it right there.
Double team on the perimeter on Star Valley. Leads Kleeman down low, but he tries to spin too many times and travels and turns it over. So with 5:22 to play in the second, it goes back to Boise with the Braves up by 3.
Here's that last play. Bell with the cleanup. On this other end, Mason was pivoting back towards the middle of the paint, and he lifted up his pivot foot. The official right there.
Chance to tie or pull within 1 now for Boise. 5:13 to go in the second period. Here's Thacker, stops at the free throw line, feeds to Rich. Soltal leans into the lane, but it's stolen away by Kleeman. Outlets to Lydiard up front. Lawson. Thompson. 4:50 and counting. Zach finds a lane, dumps it to Lancaster, who clears it back outside to Lydiard. Back to Lancaster, 3 balls away. No good. Rebounded by Boise. Gebert on the board.
Gebert with his 3rd rebound of the game.
Comes with 4:35 to go. Still 19-16. Boise has held Star Valley in check since they called the timeout. Shot clock at 15. Driving a Soltal baseline. Ball lost but picked up. Kick into the corner. 3 balls away from Gebert. Too strong, no good. Air ball tipped into the hands of Thompson. Feeds to Lydiard. Stops, passes out to Cooper. Open 3, corner left. No good. Rebound on the run by Gebert. He wants to go to the rim. Lob, look out, missed it. Tried to hit Bell on the lob dunk, but he couldn't catch the ball. Through his hands. Now Star Valley throws it away on the other end. Here goes Soltal. No, tipped, loose, collected, nope, out of bounds. Last touch by Star Valley. It stays with Boise on their end.
Again, look who's hustling here. Lawson back, Cooper Lancaster back. Sorry, this is the dunk attempt. But again, hustling on a fast break opportunity, and Boise isn't able to get a layup, and the Braves are there to at least make sure they don't get the easy bucket.
Inbound up top to Rich, quickly into the corner. 3:45 to go in the second period between Star Valley and Boise. Star Valley with the lead, 19-16. Ball tipped up into the air. Bell comes down with it, feeds it down low to Rich, who is not going to score, but he is fouled to stop the clock at 3:36 to go before halftime.
Tate Lawson will be whistled for his 2nd, and that is the first team foul of the quarter for the Braves. Each team with 1 with 3:36 to go in the second. And Eli Rich to the line. First free throw of the game. How about that? I didn't even realize. And there it is. It's good.
Dropped in by Eli Rich. Cuts the lead down to 2, 19-17. Star Valley went on a pretty good run, extended the lead, and then Boise called a timeout. Braves haven't scored since.
Yeah, it was 19-11. So a little 6-0 run here for Boise, looking to add to another point to it here.
They do.
Rich with his first 2 points, and they come from the free throw line.
Down to a 1-point game in the boys championship of the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic. Live from the Mountain America Center. 3:25 to go. Lancaster drives fadeaway and drops it in, pulling away from the left side post.
10 points for Cooper. And the Braves needed that basket. They hadn't scored in a few minutes, as you pointed out.
There's a good feed down low. Contested shot drops for Eli Rich. Back to a 1-point game, 21-20.
The guards for Boise right now all getting in on the scoring. Rich with 4, Soltal with 9, Thacker with 3.
Double team on Shumway in the half court. Has to pass it away. Almost stolen by Soltal and knocked out of bounds.
Really good pressure there from Gebert out there on Dylan Shumway. Forced kind of a desperation pass. It ends up staying with the Braves, but that hesitation out here near midcourt, the Boise guards are pouncing on that.
Star Valley inbounds to Shumway, front court, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go before halftime in a 1-point game. Star Valley feeds to a turnaround jumper missed by Lydiard, rebounded by Bell. Boise basketball with a chance to take the lead.
For such a thing as a quiet 5 rebounds, it's Harrison Bell.
Yeah. Here's a quick spin, shoot, no, but a foul. And that will put Eli Rich to the free throw line for 2 attempts with his team down by 1.
Lincoln Lydiard whistled for that one. First personal on Lydiard, second team foul on Star Valley, 2:29 to go here in the second, and Rich back to the line where he just drained 2 of them.
This one for the tie is no good. Rolled around and bounced out. Has 1 more to go.
Kind of feels like it should be a tie, so it's nice.
You calling this one then?
Nice of Eli Rich to do that. Yeah, I was calling it.
Oh, okay.
I knew he was going to make that one.
Yeah, didn't confirm until after the shot, of course. I get it.
Yeah, absolutely, he was going to make the second one.
21 all. 2:20 to go in the second period between Star Valley and Boise. Star Valley with the basketball. Thompson goes to Shumway. Pull-up jumper from the left elbow is good.
Dylan, 3 for 3 inside the arc. Brace three ball hasn't really been falling, but that mid-range jumper has looked pretty good.
23-21, 2 minutes to go before halftime. Boise now with the ball. Drive, shot, no. But again, Eli Rich will go to the free throw line. He's been aggressive the last few possessions, and it's paying off with some fouls.
Going to get Lydiard on the drive. Here's that last sequence just inside the elbow from Dylan Shumway. Knocks down the jumper. Here on this other end, you're seeing Zach Thompson go sprawling, but that's not who's getting whistled for the call. They get Lydiard, I'm assuming, for a reach. And at some point, one of these teams or both of them, they're going to come up with a charge call, and it's going to bring the house down. Free throw is good. Excuse me.
Makes it 23-22. Minute 56 to go in this second period. Second attempt is no good. There's going to be a lane violation. So it went to counted anyway. Lane violation against Boise. Makes it 23-22.
Interesting, though. You'd never want to leave opportunities.
Lancaster across the half court for Star Valley. Fake a screen. Now he has one up top from Lydiard, and a foul in the front court given to Boise with a minute 45 remaining.
Eli Rich whistled for that one. First personal. Second team foul on Boise with 1:45 to go. Each they have 2, Star Valley with 3.
Lancaster front court. Clock down to a minute 40 in the second. Screen set by Lydiard. Lancaster drives, pulls up again, and drops it over the top of Bell and in the net.
He just has so many things he can go to in his bag of skills. He can get around the guy. He can pull up to avoid getting his shot blocked. He can hit the 3, although that hasn't happened tonight. Just Cooper's been a handful so far.
25-22, Boise trailing, but with the ball. Down low, kick out 3. That one's missed. No rim, all air into the hands of Lancaster, who wants to run. No look pass, right side, Thompson 3, no good, but rebounded by Lydiard, but he'll push off to get it. So he'll get the foul on the rebound attempt.
And that's going to be foul number 3 on Lincoln Lydiard, if my stat sheet's correct, which I believe it is. You will have a seat. They've only got 2 up on the scoreboard, but I have them with 3. But Tate Lawson comes in anyway.
Well, he subbed out, so I'm gonna say there's probably 3 as well. Under a minute to go. Star Valley by 3. Boise with the ball. Here's Soltau. Great backdoor cut and pass. Soltau down to Gebert, who has it under the rim for 2.
That was a pretty play.
1 point lead now for Star Valley. 40 seconds to go before half.
Boy.
Lancaster on the outside. They'll let him play through a push. Here's Shumway directing traffic. Shot clock at 15. Lawson on the perimeter. Good crossover dribble. Step back, picks up the dribble, in trouble, goes down low to Linford. Lost it, collect it, kick out. Lawson 3, no good. Fight for the rebound into the hands of Boise on the run. Bell down low against Shumway. Shumway posts up, and there's the offensive charge you were calling for, Dal, as Shumway got down there, set his feet outside the circle, and draws the charge.
Great job by Dylan Shumway. Watch that. Yeah. Boy, people are upset. I'm telling you, that's as textbook as it gets.
Under 10 seconds to go for Star Valley with a 1-point lead. 6, Cooper. 5, 4, drives, pull up. That one's blocked. Now 2 seconds. 1 second. They do get the half court off, and it hits the top rim, but no good.
We've got a player down.
And an injured Boise player is Will Gebert as we reach halftime, 25-24. Will Gebert holding his right thigh.
Right behind his knee. Oh, I hope this is nothing.
Star Valley will go to the locker room as Will is able to get up on his feet. And he's pretty hobbled. We'll see what kind of minutes he has in the second half. He's having a hard time walking. Going to get some help back to the locker room.
That'll be something to watch. That's really unfortunate, especially the timing. I mean, that you go right into the locker room with that.
That sends us into the half in the boys championship game of the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic, where the Star Valley Braves 25, the Boise Brave 24, from the Mountain America Center. Live video coverage produced by SVI Media, exclusive at EastIdahoSports.com.
You're watching the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic, broadcast exclusively through EastIdahoSports.com. For continuing coverage of the tournament and all other local sports, be sure to join EastIdahoSports.com and join our public Facebook group, East Idaho News-Sports, to join in on the conversation. EastIdahoSports.com, where first touchdowns in 6 years happen.
Enjoy 4 seasons of fun in Afton, Wyoming. Winter snowmobiling, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing. Spring and summer fishing, hiking, and kayaking. Fall hunting and camping. Bring your clubs and spend an afternoon at Valley View Golf Course. Visit the world's largest intermittent spring. Walk underneath the world's largest elk antler arch. Come play in our backyard with 4 seasons of fun in Afton, Wyoming. Learn more at visitaftonwy.com.
Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
You're watching the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic, broadcast exclusively through EastIdahoSports.com. Join our public Facebook group, East Idaho News-Sports, for game ball recipients, photo of the week voting, and other interactive sports coverage. And don't forget to follow along at EastIdahoSports.com. EastIdahoSports.com, where golden goals happen.
Back at the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic in the boys championship game, it is the Silver Star halftime show. Discover more about Silver Star internet plans and how they can keep you connected both in Star Valley and Boise. Learn more at silverstar.com. Stay connected, stay close with Silver Star, and halftime coverage presented by SVI Media, exclusive to EastIdahoSports.com. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you at the Mountain America Center. And Dal, this has been everything is advertised through the first 2 quarters of play, where Star Valley and Boise, just a 1-point difference. Braves over the Brave, 25-24.
This has been a terrific game. And, from a Star Valley perspective, I think you come into this game, at least, we've been in this building for 3 straight days, and you kind of look at this Boise team and you go, man, that is a tough hill to climb. Looking at that team and how they played and how they are comprised. And then after the first half of play, you're like, well, the Braves are not only holding their own, they're doing more than that. They look pretty good. This Star Valley team, we've touched on it maybe off the mic a little bit. There is an intensity and a chemistry with this group that was just not there last year, and so far this team has been a lot of fun to watch.
On the Boise Brave side of things, we gave a lot of accolades, and duly noted so, for Harrison Bell, the 6'9 sophomore, but Star Valley's done a great job holding him in check on both sides of the ball. It's been the guards for Boise that have really made things difficult for Star Valley.
Yeah, they're 3 guards, Eli Rich, Will Gebert, and Luke Soltow. They do so much stuff. They're so quick and strong and solid defensively as well, and then they force a lot of deflections. They can run the break. They finish at the rim. We've seen that. It'll be interesting to see what happens. He had that apparent injury right before the half with Will Gebert, who went down. We'll see if that is momentary thing, if he's done for the day. Who knows? But yeah, it's been the guards for Boise that have kind of been stirring the drink. And then you throw in Harrison Bell. You still have to worry about him, but yeah, kind of held in check offensively anyway.
Let's take a look at the stats here in the half, with Star Valley leading Boise 25-24.
And let's start with the Boise Brave. Leading the way was Luke Soltow. He went 3 for 3 right in a row there. You touched on this during the broadcast. He also hit a triple, so he's leading the way with 9 points. For Boise, Eli Rich with 6 points, and 4 of those coming from the free throw line. Star Valley did not shoot a free throw in that first half. Boise didn't shoot any for a while, and then Eli Rich got there 5 times and made 4 of them. Will Gebert with 4. He also had 4 rebounds. 3 points for Isaac Thacker. That was on a triple. And then Harrison Bell, who we talked about, just 2 points, 5 rebounds, and with 1 blocked shot and probably a bunch of intimidations, if you want to look at it that way. So 7 of 13 from 2-point range, 2 of 9 from 3-point range for Boise. I have Boise with a 2-rebound advantage over Star Valley, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. The Braves counteracting. Cooper Lancaster, another hot start for him. 12 points in the first half, 6 of 9 from 2-point range. Star Valley only went 1 of 9 from the 3-point range, so that's definitely a little area of concern. So 12 for Lancaster, 6 for Dylan Shumway on 3-for-3 shooting. Lincoln Lydiard had 2. Zach Thompson had a triple, and Tate Lawson had 2 points. The Braves, as I said, -2 on rebounds, and then no free throws. That is certainly something you'd like to see rectified if you're a Star Valley fan as well. But right now, leading by 1 over the Boise Brave.
That's it for the, well, that's look at the box score and the stats with Star Valley 25, Boise 24. We'll take a break here from the Silver Star halftime show, live from the Tip-Off Classic inside the Mountain America Center in Star Valley. SBI Media video coverage exclusive to EastIdahoSports.com.
In the American West, some properties are more than just land. They are legacies. Austin Callison and Andy Neild, licensed across Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, specialize in marketing iconic Western properties, and their expertise is evident in the sale of the historic CK Ranch, spanning over 6,500 acres just south of Jackson, Wyoming. Trust the team that knows the land. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
You're watching the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic, broadcast exclusively through EastIdahoSports.com. EastIdahoSports.com is your home for Eastern Idaho youth, high school, college, semi-pro, and professional sports coverage. For the latest news, results, and in-depth sports coverage, go to EastIdahoSports.com. EastIdahoSports.com, where Idaho State University sports happen.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Welcome back to the Mountain America Center in Idaho Falls for the inaugural TitleOne Tip-Off Classic in the boys championship game and the final game of the tournament. The Boise Brave and the Star Valley Braves. It's Star Valley with the 1-point lead, 25-24. Now want to take some time to show some appreciation to the organizers of this tournament. You and I have covered a lot of high school basketball tournaments over the years, from a logistics standpoint, from an officiating standpoint, to the venue, to the charity aspect of this. This is probably, and I don't know if you agree, but from my standpoint, I think this may be the best run high school tournament that I've ever been to and have helped cover. They have done, but they've knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, I actually do. I absolutely agree with all of that. And yeah, from an organization standpoint, tournaments out there could learn a lot from this one. And then not just the normal stuff, not just the good teams and everything and all those touches, but then all of the other additional things, more than basketball, the causes, the different organizations that are going to benefit from every one of these teams that came out here. There were 16 teams, 8 girls, 8 boys teams that came out, and all of them are going to benefit from this tournament in all those different communities. And that's pretty neat. In fact, I said this to Brandon during the girls championship. I'm like, why isn't this a normal thing at all these basketball tournaments? There's all these needs all the time. Hats off to the organizers here of the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic for seeing that and getting it done.
Before we close off our halftime coverage, Amelia Kazare had a chance to catch up with both coaches and get their thoughts on the first half. Millie.
Thanks, Duke. Yeah, I talked to Coach Valera. He said the team is facing a tough, really close game. And he told me he just needs the team to regroup. He mentioned that the players are concerned about an injured teammate, but once they settle, they can focus on getting back to executing on the court. Coach Shumway said he's proud of the team's fight and competitive drive in a close first half. He said that he wants them to maintain a high level of play throughout the game and told the players in the locker room to really execute hard and play a purpose for the game. Back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare, with that courtside report. The injured player for Boise that she mentioned, Will Gebert, he went down with what appeared to be some sort of hamstring, maybe injury right before halftime, and he's out on the bench, but he is not moving very well, Dal. I don't know that we're going to see Will Gebert back in the game today. We'll keep our eye on him.
Well, breaking the huddle, you can see 23. I don't have a 23 on my roster, actually. He did play a little bit before, but looks like he's going to be playing that spot that Will Gebert was playing in the first half.
So we are underway in the second half of the boys championship of the Title I tip-off. It will be Boise basketball first, and Soltau right out of the gates. A jumper from the free throw line gives Boise the 1-point lead.
Nice looking jumper. And the Braves will see if they can answer. Boise's outscored the Braves. Star Valley led 19-11 at one point.
Here's Shumway working around the arc, got caught up, no travel call, and he is able to feed it over to Lancaster. Shot clock down to 15. Thompson in the corner. Defense on him. Cross-court pass. Lydiard, 3, right wing. Too strong, no good, and out of bounds.
Three balls been it's really been falling pretty well for the Braves, particularly on that first opening game on Thursday. Tonight, now just 1 of 10. And so may need to make some adjustments there or just dial down some of their mechanics. But right now, that's you're hoping the Star Valley can knock down a couple of those.
Here's Soltau again to the rim. This time too strong, no good. Rebounded by Lydiard. He pushes the ball across the half court. Feeds it right. Shumway, corner 3. Good. You said they needed it. Shumway delivers. Lead back to Star Valley.
Didn't know. I just had to ask.
Blocked by Lancaster on the other end. Knocked out of bounds, and it goes back to Boise, or stays with Boise on the baseline.
Here's that last sequence. The drive, and then kicking it out to Dylan Shumway, who hits that three-pointer.
Boise will inbound. Trailing Star Valley by 2. Soltau drives, sidestep, kick out. Rich from the lane, dump down to Bell. He loses it, saves it before it goes out of bounds. Kick back up top. Soltau 3 down the middle. Good, a swish. It was actually Thacker who hit it, rather, and it's a 1-point lead for Boise, 29-28.
It's his second deep-range shot of the game. He's got 8 points.
Here's Shumway. Right side. Squares things up. Lancaster fakes left, goes right, and there's going to be a foul on the perimeter as Lancaster put a move on Eli Rich, and Rich almost had to just grab onto Lancaster's jersey so it wouldn't fall over.
I don't even know if it was an almost. He did grab it. That's what they got it for. Second personal on Eli Rich. First team foul on Boise.
6:07 to play. Star Valley trailing by 1. 3 from Shumway. Off the rim, no good. Boise on the rebound. Driving to the rim. Good. Coast to coast. And a technical given to Boise, I believe, for stepping over Shumway, who was on the ground.
Saying he kind of taunted, looked down at him. At least that's what the official is saying. Don't know if that was the intention. But it's going to, the basket's good. And it's going to end up being a technical foul, which is also a personal foul. And shooting the free throw is Cooper Lancaster, and it's in and out. Interestingly enough, that's the first free throw for Star Valley, and it comes off a technical. I wouldn't have guessed that. And that one rattles in.
So Lancaster gets 1 out of 2 technical shots, and it will be a 2-point lead for Boise, 31-29. 5 minutes, 51 seconds to go in the third period of play. And after the technical, it is going to be Star Valley basketball. They'll work it around the outside. Shumway, nice bounce pass down to Lydiard. Gets double teamed, though. Has to kick it back out. Shumway pulls the trigger down the barrel. Halfway down, no good. Ball tipped loose, and the rebound pulled in by Boise. And the Brave will have it with Hudson Dunn down the court. Goes to Rich. Eli makes a move. Step back. Three. No good. Rebound tipped up again. Dunn comes down with it. Goes back up and is fouled. And that puts Hudson Dunn to the free throw line with a 2-point lead.
Foul will go against Will Linford. All right, Duke, I have figured out who 23 is. It's Maverick Crocker, who's listed as 5 in our program, but he's wearing 23.
Here is Dunn. No good. Still 31-29. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third period.
Boise currently 4 of 6 from the line in the game. This one upcoming, and that one's no good.
Rebounded, though, by Rich, who's fouled before the shot on the floor. And so Boise will keep possession and inbound on the baseline. Inbound corner. Baseline drive, knocked out of bounds by Lancaster. Stays with Boise. Baseline again.
These games are just, this game, again, is going to be a reference point for the Star Valley defense having to deal with these Boise guards. This is going to be a great opportunity for them to learn something.
Inbound three. Thacker's good. Left side corner. 34-29. Largest lead of the game for Boise at 5. Lancaster hesitates. Jumper on the elbow. Too strong, no good. Ball tipped. Loose and pulled in by Soltau. He wants to run with it quickly down the floor. Hesitates. Drives. Shot fake. Now goes up. Blocked by Lancaster and out of bounds.
Second block of the game for Cooper. And here's that last sequence. The drive and, or no, that was the swat, excuse me.
And here's an inbound to Bell. He can't hit the shot. Swats it back to the perimeter where it's rebounded by Rich. It was a good heads-up move by Bell just to throw it back outside. Spin move. Thacker, no, left it short and saved by Boise, but into the hands of Lydiard. Star Valley basketball down the floor. Lydiard stops at the top of the key. Works Lancaster right side, one-on-one to the rim. Double teamed. Too strong, no good. Bell on the rebound. He outlets all the way to the half-court line. Thacker is there. Goes to Soltau for 3. No. Bounces and again. Rebounded. Turn around. No. Still fighting for it and a foul. This will stop the clock at 4:12. And be against Star Valley.
Foul will be whistled on Dylan Shumway. Third team foul on Star Valley, 2 on Boise with 4:12 to go here in the third.
Soltau will inbound. Lob up to Rich as we near the midway point of the third period. 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Rich to Dunn. Down low to Bell. Double team there. Flicks behind him and a nice pass. No good, but the cleanup there by Soltau. Catch and shoot in the air for 2. And now it's a 7-point Boise lead to match the largest of the game. And Coach Shumway has to call a timeout now with 3 minutes and 51 seconds to go. This will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here for this one. Now, you mentioned during halftime that each team is playing for a specific charity or nonprofit, both playing for a food bank. The Boise Brave representing the Idaho Food Bank throughout the tournament. Make a one-time donation or commit to a monthly amount of your choosing by visiting idahofoodbank.org. While the Star Valley Braves, they are representing the Afton Food Pantry. Learn more and donate by visiting aftonfoodpantry.com. That is aftonfoodpantry.com. And one of the great aspects of this tournament, the more games you win, the more money you take home to that nonprofit or charity. And so more than just the championship trophy on the line in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And both of these teams have, as you pointed out in the pregame, these are organizations that have been identified by these programs, by these teams. They have an interaction with them. And this is something that a cause that they've spent some time with and a chance to help them out in this way.
So 3:51 to go. Star Valley's first called timeout. Both teams have 4 timeouts remaining. Possession arrow favors Star Valley, and it will be Star Valley basketball after the timeout after Boise builds a 7-point lead. Star Valley also had a 7-point lead at one point. Actually, I think theirs was 8, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was 19-11. And since that point, Boise's kind of chipped away at it, and then, they built it here in the third quarter. Star Valley just needs a basket. They need to get to the line. The only free throws they've taken was on the technical. So getting to the free throw line, I think is kind of whenever your shot stops falling, that's where you can kind of start. You can kind of rebuild the machine by getting into the line and then working your way back out to the perimeter.
Lancaster will slow down the tempo of the game a little bit. Now they work over to Shumway. Up top, Kleeman, Lawson, shot clock at 18. Shumway makes a move, wants to go to the rim, pull up jumper outside the paint, short, no. Those shots were falling in the first half. They haven't been as much here in the second. So far with 3:25 to go in the third period. Dunn to the rim, dumps it to Bell. He tries to slam but can't. Misses the dunk and the rebound. Goes to Star Valley. Lawson on the board. Hesitation for Thompson. Drives to the rim. Too strong, no good. Rebound tip, but picked up by Lawson. Flicks it back up, doesn't get it. Ball still on the court, out of bounds. And does it stay with Star Valley? I believe it does. What a great job by Kleeman to stick with it.
Well, and Tate Lawson coming in as well. He's had a couple of hustle plays here. Yeah, they're going to say he had his outstretched arm touching the ball.
Thompson collects the inbound up top. Lancaster on the right. Clock hits 3 minutes in the third, and a perimeter foul on Boise stops the clock at 2:59.
Third personal on Eli Rich. Third team foul on Boise. 2:59 to go in the quarter. And I think if you're Star Valley, try and be aggressive again. Getting that bonus.
Here's a three-ball Shumway. Good. Right side corner. Kind of fading towards the sideline. That cuts the lead down to 4 and ends the Boise run, 36-32.
Dillon up to 12 points now. It's his second made triple.
Here's Thacker. Wants to drive. Pull up Jay. Swish below the foul line. 38-32. 2:37 to go in the third period. Shumway dribbling up top, works to Lawson, dumps down to Kleeman, drives and got away with a travel. Nope, he didn't. Took a little longer to call it, but they eventually got him, and that's a turnover on the Braves. 2 minutes, 25 seconds and counting here in the third.
Pivotal point here, 2:20 in the third, as you mentioned, Duke, and Braves trying to keep pace here with Boise.
Here's a shot. No, but a foul. This will put Luke Soltau to the free throw line where he'll have 2 attempts with the clock stopped at 2:12.
Second personal on Zach Thompson. Fourth team foul on Star Valley, so Boise will be in the bonus now for the next 2:12. And Luke Soltau will go to the line for the first time. First one is good.
Makes it 39-32.
Soltau with 12. If he makes this, he can tie Isaac Thacker for the game high, or for the team high of 13.
Missed it. Too strong, but rebounded by Dunn. Double team, kick out to Bell. Ball movement around the arc. Here's a three from Thacker. No. Rebounded by Dunn. Behind the backboard, clears it back to Bell. On the baseline, dribbles up the post. Flicked right side and into the corner. Dunn for three. No. Halfway down, rebounded by Thompson of Star Valley.
Boy, Braves dodged several bullets on that. Several good looks there for Boise.
Ball tipped and stolen at half court, and then Thompson will foul. It was Eli Rich who stole the ball away, and now Boise starting to make things difficult here. Even again, it's 39-32 Boise basketball.
Third personal on Zach Thompson, and this will be a bonus situation. And we'll send Eli Rich to the line where he is 4 of 5 tonight. And he'll shoot a couple. 1:45 to go here in the third. And that one does crawl over the front of the rim. I thought it was going to be short.
Now an 8-point lead. That matches the game high. Boise leading at 40-32 with a minute 45 remaining and one more free throw to go. Shot away, too strong, no good. Over the back call on Dunn. Lawson had position for the rebound, and that's a foul on Boise.
First personal on Dunn, fourth team foul on Boise. So the Braves will be in the bonus from here on out if they can draw a foul.
Comes with 1 minute 44 seconds remaining in the third period. Star Valley trying to dig into an 8-point deficit here against the Brave out of Boise High. Lancaster in the front court. Feed Shumway to Lawson. Deep on the right wing. Bounce down to Lancaster. Double team. Goes up. No, but a foul. And Cooper Lancaster goes to the free throw line.
I like it. You have a chance to put a team in the bonus, you ought to do it. And sometimes I think I complain about this with football, and I think it happens with basketball too. The evolution of the offense, they overthink things, and I like the idea of just going and getting to the line. Unfortunately, Cooper misses that one. He will get another.
Maverick Crocker subs into the game for Boise, and he's seeing a few more minutes instead of Will Gebert, who remains on the bench with a leg injury right before halftime. Second free throw, good.
Cooper, 1 of 2 there.
1 minute, 27 seconds in the third.
Excuse me, Duke. He's got 14 in the game.
Lead down to 7. Done with the ball. Works to Soltau. Ball moving inside out, right side. Soltau on the free throw line. Back to the backboard. Spins to the rim. Rolls around, no good. Kleeman with the rebound. Had to work hard for it and got it. Shumway on a 2-on-2. Stops 3, left wing. No good. Tipped out of bounds. Stays with Star Valley.
Thought maybe that was going to be last touch by Lawson.
Looked like maybe Dunn jumped in there and tipped it out of his hands.
See, a lot of bodies between me and that ball, though, and we're over here, and that's why they had the officials on the floor.
Under a minute to go. Lancaster all alone on the inbound play.
You know, that's a big play, Duke. It'd been a long time since the Braves had what you could call an easy basket. That one cuts it to 5.
40-35 in the boys championship. 45 seconds to go. Good ball movement for Boise, and the reverse layup for Crocker is in.
Nice pass from Harrison Bell.
42-35. A 5-second difference in the game clock and shot clock. Right side, Lawson drives. Back to Lydiard. 3 balls away. Good. Lincoln Lydiard, the triple. It's a 42-38 game. 20 seconds to go. Third period. No shot clock. Game clock at 14. Boise holds it and will try and take the last shot of the period. Down to 10. Boise leads by 4. 7, 6. Make their move. Go to the rim. Soltau shot. Rolls over the rim and good. Braves will inbound. Stolen. And a shot at the buzzer will be no good. And we hit the fourth period with Boise now on top, leading Star Valley by a score of 44-38. Here's the boys' championship game of the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic. Produced by SBI Media, exclusive to EastIdahoSports.com.
At TitleOne, we're more than a title and escrow company. It starts with respect, and we pass it on.
Because humility makes us better teammates.
We stay hungry on and off the field.
And healthy in mind and body.
With integrity at every step.
And community in our heart.
Afton, Wyoming boasts some of the best winter snowmobiling conditions in the United States. With terrain for both the experienced and beginner rider, the backcountry surrounding Afton has something for everyone. Stay warm and comfortable in Afton's fantastic lodging options and choose from a variety of dining establishments. Heading to Togety or Jackson? Be sure to take at least one day to experience the snow in Afton, Wyoming. Learn more at visitaftonwy.com.
Start of the fourth quarter in the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic Boys Championship game. Star Valley and Boise in this one, with the Brave leading the Braves by a score of 44-38. It is Star Valley ball to start the fourth. Lancaster spins, pull up Jay at the free throw line, bouncing it in for Cooper.
Cooper had a really strong first half, kind of cold in that third quarter. That's a big make right there, that situation.
44-40. Boise led by as many as 8. Star Valley climbs back in it. 3 ball is missed, but rebounded and put back off the square from Maverick Crocker.
He's come in and played very well, getting extended minutes in place of Will Gebert.
Here's Lancaster on the outside. Ball poked away but collected. Feed to Shumway. Stops. Picks up the dribble and pivots around. Tries to skip it down low, but it's tipped. Loose ball picked up by Boise. Soltau will take it across the half court. No pressure on him. Cooper picks him up front court and has a screen. 7 minutes to go in the game. Three ball shot by Dunn is a swish. Hudson Dunn, the sophomore, and a timeout taken by Boise with now a game-high 9-point lead, 49-40. 30-second timeout taken by Boise. We'll take it as well for the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic of the Mountain America Center in Idaho Falls.
You're watching the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic, broadcast exclusively through EastIdahoSports.com. Did you know that EastIdahoSports.com has a live scoreboard with all your local high school, college, semi-pro, and professional sports scores reported daily? Just go to the top of any EastIdahoSports.com page for the latest. And if you don't see the score you're looking for, click the All Scores button for an expanded view. EastIdahoSports.com, where back-to-back state championships happen.
Coming out of the Boise timeout, they'll have 3 remaining with a 9-point lead over Star Valley, 49-40. Huge triple from Isaac Dunn right before the timeout.
And the shooting percentages aren't that much different from 3 for these teams, but for some reason it feels like Boise's shooting better from distance. They're 5 of 17. The Braves are 4 of 15. Basically 3 or 4 percentage points is all. But yeah, that's in terms of timely threes. Boise has hit a couple this half that have really taken the wind out of Star Valley's sails.
Lancaster back right side to Shumway, tries to break down the defense to the rim, blocked and hit. And the ball bounced up and went in the net.
Wow.
You've got to count that. It was blocked, hit the ground, and bounced off the ground and went in.
And I guess it does.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that either. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Wow.
You just got an H if you're playing horse.
Wow. Here's a 3 to answer. Halfway down, no good. Bell has the rebound ripped away. Cooper has it on the run. Braves in transition. Right side, 3. Lydiard, good.
No, that was Lawson.
Lawson. Yes, thank you. Lawson, good.
Man,
it's a 4-point game.
What a crazy sequence that was.
So much. We'll get the replay as soon as we're able as a foul.
It's going to be.
And you know you've been blocked hard when the ball hits the ground harder than you. Here's a look at it. Blocked by Soltau. Bounced right up the rim.
It is incredible. I gave the basket to Dylan. I assume that's what happens. I don't know.
That is amazing. There's the 3 on the other end and a timeout taken by Boise to avoid the 5-second call. Can we see it? Can we see that?
Can we see it again?
Can we see that again? That was ridiculous. I've never. Here it is. On the TitleOne tip-off, blocked by Soltau, swatted to the court, and bounces up over and in.
Well, and Soltau's, he puts his hands up and he's like, no way that just happened.
No way. Everybody did it. Even the Star Valley was like.
And then it's just like, well, I guess we got to turn up the court to keep playing.
Yeah.
It did.
Absolutely.
Not only that, Duke, but that ends up being a basket Star Valley desperately needed. And then it almost seems to kind of add a little momentum. He had the triple from Tate Lawson right after that. It was 49-40. And that weird basket ends up being part of a 5-0 run that's going on right now.
Absolutely.
Watch this again.
There's the triple.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
And boy, that was a big triple from Dylan when Star Valley needed one as well. But yeah, what a nutty play.
So you think you've seen it all.
Well, and I thought I had other than I guess this is where I said, other than the really weird stuff, well, there it was.
Here's another look at another angle.
Oh, this will be a fun one.
Yeah.
What in the heck?
It's a clean block, and you almost could have given him the and one, right? Just crazy.
I'm sure in the score book it should go with maybe as an own basket or something like that. I don't know. I gave it to Dylan, but
we'll have to check the official book maybe afterwards, see what we got. 6 minutes to go after the timeout taken by Boise. 49-45. Here's a jumper. Good. Made by Crocker.
Wow.
He's really doing some good things off the bench.
He's 4 for 4 coming in, filling in maybe some extended minutes for Gebert, who was injured on the final sequence of the first half.
Now Star Valley trails by 6. 3 from Thompson. Off the front rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be a foul on Star Valley.
They're going to get Mason Kleeman on that foul. First personal, second team foul on Star Valley. No team fouls on Boise with 5:36 to go here in the fourth.
Soltau across the half court. Looks down low, and a great pass
was.
to Isaac Thacker. That was a beauty. Dylan had his hands up like you're supposed to, and it just found its way into his hands anyway. Back to an 8-point lead in favor of Boise. Star Valley basketball. Lawson, Shumway on the outside and a throwaway. Miscommunication on Star Valley between Lawson and Zach Thompson.
Here's that last play. Look at that. He split the uprights. He went through Dylan's arms for the layup. Yeah, and now Boise up 8 with the basketball. A chance to actually bump this up to a 10-point lead. Their largest lead has been 9.
Here's a dribble drive shot. High off the square, no good. Missed by Boise, rebounded by Star Valley. Shumway pushes the ball across half court. Makes a move, spins in the lane, left hand, no good, but rebounded. Kleeman clears it out. Extra pass. Lawson for 3. No good off the glass, but rebounded by Cooper. He misses the putback, and a foul on Star Valley. Couple opportunities for the Braves, not able to convert, and a whistle stops the clock at 4:34.
And that's the fourth team foul on Star Valley. They have 3 up on the board. I think that is 4 in the quarter. So Star Valley a little bit of trouble here. Down 8, and I think Boise will be in the bonus. Maybe not.
It's an 8-point lead right now for Boise, trying to get their first double-digit lead of the game. Here's a shot. There is a foul, and it almost drops, but no good, and it will put Isaac Thacker to the free throw line.
Thompson whistled for his 4th. That's the 14th foul. So this is on the shot, though, and Thacker will go to the line to shoot his first 2 free throws. No good. Boise's at the end of this next attempt, this will be the 13th attempt. Star Valley's attempted 4, but Boise's only made 6 of them. They'll make it 7.
9-point lead for Boise. Star Valley with the basketball. Lancaster gets a screen from Linford, dumped down to him, kick back out. Shumway fakes the 3, sidesteps, now takes the shot, rattled it down, but no good. Rebounded by Lawson, who scores, and a timeout taken by Coach Shumway. 4:05 to go in the game. Boise 54, Star Valley 47, a 7-point difference. We'll take a full timeout back in 60 seconds with a TitleOne Tip-Off Classic.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
You're watching the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic, broadcast exclusively through EastIdahoSports.com. For continuing coverage of the tournament and all other local sports, be sure to join EastIdahoSports.com and join our public Facebook group, East Idaho News-Sports, to join in on the conversation. EastIdahoSports.com, where first touchdowns in 6 years happen.
Valley timeout of the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic. In the boys championship game of this fantastic tournament, Boise High School leading Star Valley High School by a 7-point margin with 4:05 to go. It's Brave 54, Braves 47.
Want to point out the contribution of Tate Lawson, who got that last rebound and putback. Tate's got 7 points, 5 rebounds coming off the bench, and he has really made some nice contributions throughout the course of this game. And Coach Shumway kind of rolling with him. He's gotten some extended minutes because he's earned it, and he's stepped up and produced for the Star Valley team.
It is Boise basketball coming out of the Star Valley timeout. Braves have 2 timeouts remaining. Ball movement to the elbow. Jumper from Thacker. No good. Rebounded by Lawson. Star Valley wants to run with numbers. They lob to Lancaster, and too much on it. Lydiard trying to hit Lancaster and goes over his head.
You know, the old saying is you want to be quick, but don't hurry. The Braves hurried a little bit there.
3:43 left in the fourth. No pressure on Soltau as he comes across half court. Thacker, open 3 down the middle, off the side rim, no good. Rebound chased down to the corner by Cooper Lancaster. He'll run up the right sideline and across half court. Fakes the handoff to Thompson. Now goes to him. Zach stops, drives, back to Lydiard, below the elbow. He'll put up the shot and swish on the free throw line.
Good for Lincoln. He's had to really work for his shots tonight. He's got 7 now, and Star Valley needs everything they can get. Lead cut to 5 with 3:04 to go.
Boise slowing down the tempo, trying to burn some clock and limit possessions down the stretch in the game. Shot clock at 20. And still on the outside now. They go down low to Bell. Got behind Linford.
Whoa!
Caster flew in and put it in the bleachers. What a block by Cooper.
Holy moly. Look at him come across and gone. And yet it is Boise ball. They'll get another chance. 15 seconds on the shot clock.
2:46 to go. Shot clock at 10. Trying to drive as Rich. Can't. And a travel on the perimeter. He dumped it off to Crocker, and they'll get him on that one at Star Valley basketball. 2:41 to go in the game.
All kinds of credit to the Star Valley defense there. They played through that. There's that kind of that swing of momentum on the block, and then you have to start playing D again. And now a chance to cut this to a one-possession game.
54-49. Boise leading Star Valley. Thompson up top. Jukes left, dribbles right. Lydiard, double team backs off as he picks up the dribble. Linford down low. Spin, kick out. Back down to Linford. Double teamed, now one-on-one. Goes to Lancaster, misses the shot. Great handoff to Cooper coming down. Couldn't connect on it, though, as Bell has it. Extra pass down low, and there's great transition for Boise. Eli Rich converts for 2. Now Star Valley, they want to attack. Lancaster, jumper in the lane. Too strong off the back iron, no good. 7-point lead and a big possession for both teams with 1:50 to go in the game. Star Valley needs a stop to not let this one get away from them. Boise trying to put it away. Clock down to 1:38, shot clock at 17. Here's Crocker, spin, fade away, off the square, no good. Rebounded by Star Valley. Zach Thompson on the board. Still time with 1:26 to go. Star Valley with 2 timeouts. Shot clock sitting at 25, and a foul in the front court will be free throws for Star Valley. 1:22 to go.
Just the first team foul on Boise. First personal on Sotal as well. 1:22 to go. So Boise can be extremely aggressive here defensively. They got 3 fouls to give.
I missed that. So not free throws. Well away from the bonus. 1:14 to go. Lancaster with the 25-second shot clock and counting. Pulls up the 3, contested and short. Rebounded, though, by Lydiard under the rim, and he will be fouled on the way back up. Just off the clock at 1:03. Now we'll have those free throws.
Big rebound there for Lydiard. Foul will go against Harrison Bell, his second team foul. 1:03 to go in the quarter. And Lydiard will shoot 2. Just Star Valley's 5th free throw attempt of the game. And that one's good.
Down to a 6-point, 2-possession difference. 1:03 to go. Too strong. And a foul on the rebound attempt.
Oh, wow.
They're going to get, Boise with it.
Foul will be on Crocker. Second personal. 3rd team foul on Boise. And the Braves with another chance here.
Thompson lobs up to Lancaster in the front court. Still a 6-point difference with 1 minute to go. Lancaster to the baseline. Tough shot off the square, no good. Rebounded by Bell. Outlet to Crocker. Up front to Rich. Ball swatted out by Shumway, but with a foul. Stops the clock at 49.4 seconds to go. And this will be shots at the line for looks like Eli Rich.
He's been there more than anybody else tonight, and he has made more than he's missed. He's 5 of 7 coming into this trip. Just over 71%. That one's good.
It's a big one. Makes it a 3-possession game. 49.5 seconds to go in this 4th period. Second one, no good. Rebounded by Star Valley. Lydiard on the board. Shumway, right corner. Takes the three. Short, no good. Rebounded by Bell. Out in front to Soltau. He goes to the rim. Dumped it off behind him. Tried to hit Matt Crocker, but instead he loses it, but picked up by Boise. Now they're burning clock. Star Valley needs to foul with the clock down to 27. Now kick it up and dribbling away from the contact, and there's the foul to stop the clock at 23.6 seconds to go. And the Braves down 57-50 to Boise High. And now Boise just needs to hold the ball and hit some free throws, and they'll come away with the win.
Foul on Lancaster, second personal. That shot is no good. Second one is good for Thacker. He's 2 for 4 tonight.
And the ball stolen on the inbound play by Rich. He loses it out of bounds, but it was knocked out by Linford. And Boise will keep the ball on their side of the floor. And this one may be, Boise may be on their way to a tournament championship win. 20 seconds remains and an 8-point Boise lead. Here's a ball inbound to Bell. He'll scoop it up and score. First double-digit lead of the game, 60-50. Just 12 seconds remaining now. Shumway wants to drive. Pull up three in transition. No good. Loose ball rebound. Pulled in by Lancaster. He'll score. Just 4 seconds. 3, 2. Boise dribbles out the clock. And the Boise Brave, the inaugural Title I Tip-Off Classic Boys Bracket Champion, holding off Star Valley with a final score of 60-52.
And a terrific tournament for both these teams. Both played really hard. It's going to go in favor of Boise this time, and they will get to take home that hardware. It's more like glassware. Looking at the trophy, it's pretty nice.
Congratulations to Boise. Star Valley came into this one, battled really, really hard. Again, if you're Coach Shumway, you don't get the win here, but you really got to like what you're seeing out of your team 3 games into the season now.
Well, yeah, it'd be nice to be the tournament champion, Star Valley. You'd like that. If this helps you accomplish your season end goals, then you're not going to think too much about this. And I think there's a lot of things you can take from this tournament to help you moving forward.
Absolutely. And for the Boise Brave, they get some real quality wins, 3 of them to be exact, in the Title I tip-off, as they knock off Century, Valley View, and Star Valley. 3 really good wins for Boise to win the Title I Tip-Off Championship as they celebrate at half court with their trophy. And we'll hopefully be able to catch up with Coach Varela in the postgame after he's done celebrating with his team. Again, the final score, 60-52 in this one. Now maybe we'll hit some postgame scoring stats here.
Yeah, first for Boise leading the way. Isaac Thacker, he had a big second half, 17 points. 3 made 3-pointers. That was probably more than any other factor. A real big momentum shift for Boise. They hit a few more timely threes, but Thacker had 3 of those. 14 points for Luke Soltau, 10 for Eli Rich, 4 for Harrison Bell, 9 rebounds for him, 4 for Will Gebert, and 4 rebounds as well.
All right, we do have Coach Varela. We'll get back to the stats in a second. Let's send it to Millie.
Thanks, Duke. So, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thank you so much.
What are your overall thoughts?
Just an amazing tournament. Such a great job. It was so organized, so put together. Our guys were treated like royalty. Everyone here is just like so pleasant and just excited to be here, and that just makes it so much like a better experience for all of us. And then the fact that we can walk away with a win like this is incredible.
Awesome. And how does it feel to see your guys come out and play the way they did, especially playing against a team that's really tough to play against?
It was amazing. We know they're capable. In the first half, we had a real challenge, and then the fact that one of our players went down, and they just rallied around him and regrouped and came out and played the way that we know how, and they battled, and it was an exciting game. That's what we would hope for in a championship game. No championship is ever given. You have to earn it, and we earned it.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time, and congrats on the win again. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare. Appreciate the time of Boise head coach Manny Varela, as they are the tournament champs of the inaugural Title I Tip-Off Classic. Now let's conclude your stats.
Well, it's interesting he talked about rallying around Will Gebert, who went down because I hadn't quite got to Maverick Crocker because he had a different number than the roster, so I had to go all the way down to my stat sheet. Well, guess what? Maverick Crocker came in and scored 8 second-half points. that was huge when Will Gebbert isn't able to come back in. And that was a big factor in this game. And look at the difference in the game, 8 points. Maybe it's Maverick Crocker. He had a big factor in this game. The other thing that stands out to me, the rebounding numbers. This game was even early on in the rebounding. Boise pulled away. They were getting more second chance points, forcing Star Valley to more one-and-done type situations. They out-rebounded Star Valley 30-23 on my stat sheet. And then the free throws, 17 attempts for Boise. They made 9 of them, not a great percentage. Went 9 of 17, but Star Valley just 3 of 6 from the line. Leading the way for the Braves, Cooper Lancaster, 3 straight games of over 20. He had 26 on day 1, 38 last night, and 20 tonight. He also had 6 rebounds, 14 points for Dylan Shumway, maybe with an asterisk on that one with the bounce basket. I don't know if that goes some other way, but I gave it to Dylan. 8 points from Lincoln Lydiard, and then a really great effort off the bench. Tate Lawson, 7 points, 5 boards for him. 3 points for Zach Thompson. And 3-point wise, Star Valley went 5 of 22. The Brave went 5 of 19. And that's a look at your post-game stats here after a long tournament.
For those watching, we just saw, here's that block, bounce, bucket. I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe that. Just a wild play. But the final again, Star Valley and Boise. In the boys tournament championship, it's Boise over Star Valley. Final score 60-52. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate EastIdahoSports.com carrying the live coverage. Produced by SBI Media. And shout out to Ryan Taylor and everyone at Title One who put together a fantastic tournament, one of the best we've ever been to here at the Mountain America Center in Idaho Falls. Extremely well done and just fantastic. Again, your final, Boise over Star Valley in the championship game, 60-52. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson. Live video coverage of the TitleOne Tip-Off Classic produced by SBI Media, made exclusive to EastIdahoSports.com.